Hi, bonjour à tous. Aminata, Vandi, and welcome to French Learning with Vandi. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the concept of gender in French. And if you're new to this channel, I am Aminata Vandi. All right, and let's get straight into the video. What is the concept of gender in French? Or what is gender in French? Gender in French means that in the French language, things have gender associated to them. Everything is either masculine or feminine, like literally. And also, that is part of the reason why with the French, they don't say nouns or they don't say things without putting articles in front of them. And the articles are THEs or A, right? Even in English. Whenever they want to say stuff, whenever they want to say a noun, they'll first have to put an article in front of it before they say. For example, they don't just say table, lamp, door, window, etc. They don't just say it like that. They will have to say the table, the lamp, the chair, the street, the car, the house, the light, etc. That's just how they say things. That's how they say it. In English, we have options, right? We have options. We necessarily don't have to put articles in front of nouns. We could just say chair, table, man, woman, etc. But with the French, no options. You will have to put article in front of a noun. Yeah, like literally, either you say the or a, or you could say a table, a chair, a window, a door, etc. With the French, in English, we have options, right? We don't necessarily have to. But in French, no options. You always have to put an article in front of a noun before you say it. And part of the reason why you put an article in front of a noun before you say it, part of the reason is the articles also have gender associated to them, and I'm gonna show you guys like literally. All right, I have two paper here. I have masculine and feminine. All right, let's start with the masculine. For example, if you want to say did this, like I said, with the French, you just don't say nouns, right? You just don't say nouns. You first have to put an article in front of it before you say it. So when you're certain, when you're sure that this noun is a masculine noun, you'll have to say either the, let's say a bicycle, for example. You'll either have to say the bicycle or a bicycle. That's how it is. And you'll have to say, you have to use these articles because these are articles for masculine noun. You either have to say le vélo or un vélo. This le, it literally just means the. It's the. And then this un, it means a as an apple. So this is the masculine article, and this is the article that you want to use when you're sure that the noun is feminine. When you're for sure that this noun is feminine, this is the article that you want to use. It's the, la, it's the, it's just literally just the, and then un, it's a as in apple. Like literally in the English language, we just have one type of the, right? The is a the, no big deal. It's a t, but in the French language, they have different kinds. They have one that you, only for masculine nouns, and they have the other only for feminine nouns, right? Like literally. And also in the English language, we have only one type of a as an apple. We have only one type. But in the French language, they have two types. They have one for masculine noun or object, and they have another for feminine noun or object. How would you know, or how could you tell that a noun is masculine or feminine? Most of the time, feminine nouns or words, most of the time feminine nouns will end in the letter E as in echo, most of the time, like a very high percentage of the time. a feminine noun will end in E. There are a few exceptions. Yeah, there are exceptions, but let's not go into exceptions. It's just the possibility if a noun end in E as an echo, the chance that it's feminine, it's very high. Yeah, so most of the time when a noun end in E as an echo, a very high chance, about 85 or even 90% of the time, if a noun end in E, it's feminine. And yeah, in that case, yeah, when for example, words like voiture means a car. Voiture means a car. It ends in E, right? Voiture. Let's say even the word feel, like a girl, it's not feminine because it means a girl. No, it's, yeah, feel it's not feminine because it means a girl. It's because of the spelling. It ends in E. Or rue, the word rue means street. It ends in E, etc. With those words, you just can say those words by themselves. You just can say rue, you just can say voiture, you just can say feel, etc. In the French language, you will have to say either a car or the car. You'll have to say the street or a street. You'll have to say the girl or a girl, like literally. And because they are feminine nouns, right? When you want to say, yeah, the girl or a girl, remember, you grab the feminine A or the feminine THE. You grab the feminine article. You don't want to mix it up. Like, you never want to, let's say rue, for example, rue, street or voiture, car. You never want to say lo voiture. No, it sounds very odd. No, you never want to say, or if you want to say a car, you never want to say un voiture. Or if you want to say street, you never want to say le rue. No, you never want to say un rue. Yeah, that is because the word rue, like we said, in most of the time, feminine nouns end in E, right? And if they end in E, you don't want to touch this. If they end in E, most of the time, you want to grab these articles. These are the feminine articles, either LA or un. Yeah, so when nouns end in E, most of the time, you want to grab these articles. One, you can't just say the nouns by themselves. Yeah, you can't just say the nouns by themselves. You just can say real, voiture, feel, etc. You can't just say it by itself. You cannot use this because this is only, the French reserve this only, they reserve it only for masculine nouns. So yeah, when they end in E, and when they end in E, there's a high chance it's feminine. So and you can't just say them by themselves. You have to say a this or the this, and that's, yeah, you take this one. And the opposite is masculine. When a noun, most masculine noun does not end in E. There are exceptions, but we are not going to get into the exception. No, 85 to 95% of the time, if they end in E, they are feminine. Yeah, and so if they don't end in E, most of the time, even if you have to guess, even if you're waking up from a sleep, or let's say even if you don't know the word, or even if you don't know French, most of the time, if you see a noun that ends in E, let's say if you see the word voiture, you see the word you see the word feel, etc. Most of the time, if you see nouns that end in E in French, even if you have to take a guess that it's feminine. You get it right. Guess that it's feminine, and you cannot say them by themselves. In the French language, you put article in front of nouns before you say it, and so when you guess, or for sure, yeah, it's feminine, they end in E, you have to say either la rue or une rue, or you have to say la voiture or une voiture, etc. Yeah, and then the opposite, masculine, yeah, when they don't end in E, if you want to take a guess, they'll, most of the time, they'll be masculine. For example, words like velo means bicycle, velo, stylo means pen, what else, yeah, those words, they don't end in E, right? Yeah, most of the time, if they don't end in E, like velo, stylo, etc. Yeah, if they don't end in E most of the time, you guess that it's masculine. Yeah, it's masculine. They don't end in E most of the time. There are exceptions, but most of the time, yeah, they are masculine. And as you know, in the French language, you just can't say them by themselves. No, you have to put article in front of it, right? And this is the article for masculine noun. Either you say le vélo, say the bicycle, or you say un vélo, a bicycle, or you say le stylo, the pen, or un stylo, a pen. Like just how it is. And if anything you want to take from this video is that in the French language there is gender. Objects have gender to them. Things have gender to them. Yeah, like anything, a table, a window, a door, a lamp, a pen, a paper, a pencil, etc. A plate, a cup, a spoon. Like literally, I could go on, like anything. It's either masculine or feminine. Like literally, that's how it is in the French language. That's just how it is. Anything is either masculine or feminine. Things have gender to them. And how could you know if a noun or an object is masculine or feminine? It's all based on their spelling. It's all based on their spelling. That's all. That's all. In most of the time, feminine words will end in the letter E. E as in echo. Most of the time they'll end in E. They are feminine, and also another thing that you want to take from this video with the French, they don't just say nouns like that. They don't just say house, building, street, car, etc. They will have to say the house, the street, the building, the man, the woman, the girl, the boy. That's how they say it. Or they will say a boy, a girl, a man, a woman, a house, a building. That's how they say stuff. They put article in front of noun before they say it. Part of it is that the articles have gender associated to them, right? Yeah. And then the noun also has gender, right? Yeah. So when they are for sure that, let's say for example, this is a feminine noun, let's say a street, for example, like rue. When they are for sure that it's feminine, it ends in E, they will have to say either first they'll have to put an article in front of it, right? And they'll have to say either a street or the street. And when they're saying that A, they'll grab the feminine A, like literally they'll grab the feminine A. Yeah, that's how it is in the French language. Yeah, the THE and the noun, they have to agree in gender. They have to agree. You cannot, when they end in E most of the time, you have to grab the feminine article. And when they don't end in E, you grab the masculine article. That's just how it is in the French language. Yeah, and you really want to grab this topic, because this topic, it's like the foundation of the French language. It's like the foundation that holds the French language. It's like or it's kind of like a carpet on the floor, like literally, like when you walk into a house, you walk on the floor or on the carpet, like literally. This is like where a lot of stuff about French or in the French language are built on top of this topic. So it's really good to understand this topic, like literally gender in French, gender in the French language. What is gender in French language? If anyone could ask you, what is it? What is gender in French? Gender in French literally means things have gender to them. Everything is either masculine or feminine, and it's based on the spelling. Most feminine words end in E. E as in echo. Like literally. Alright, and that is all that I have for today. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe on this channel. We do everything language learning, especially French. And feel free to share this video. Alright, and that is all that I have for today. And tell me how you like this video. French learning with Vandi.